Well, hey, and welcome to another episode of Beetle Dustino coming at you again today with yet another video. And today we're going to continue on my series, which I've ignored for a long time. All week this week, you're going to get series I've ignored. So we're going to do the next 10 from the Rents, and this should be episode 6, I believe. We had that bonus episode, so it's kind of the 7th, but because I did the 10 from the Grand Rents on the one, so and that was a Christmas special, but this will be the 6th official episode, I guess. But anyways, before we get started with that, though, let's see the intro. So yeah, I've been going through kind of my parents' record collection and what they got that kind of got passed on to me. And it's kind of fun seeing what they got. And they did live for a while in Germany, so some of their releases are German pressings or even British pressings that they collected while they were in Germany. So that's kind of interesting to always see too. And just looking at the old record labels and stuff is fun. And this is kind of the music that shaped me too. Another kind of story to the Beetle Dustino story, because I've listened to a lot of this stuff. Some of it I haven't. But anyways, let's get going with this because we don't want to make these too long. And this one's one that I've definitely listened to and I absolutely love. Best of Tommy James and the Shondells. Or Shondells. Well, I said that totally wrong. Wow. great album though, and yeah, it's best of, but still, it's great. I mean, just looking at the titles on there, it's superb. Wow, that track list right there. But anyways, we'll take a look at the front, the back, the spine, so forth and so on. And this one, I don't believe is anything odd. I think this is a U.S. pressing. It's a gatefold. So there we go. And I'll hold that over there so you can see it a little better. And yeah, really kind of cool. And no inner sleeve. This one's kind of a different label on this one. This is a Roulette record label. I'm trying to see, which is side 1, side 2. Oh, there we go. Side A. There we go. Very cool label though on that. I love that label. I haven't seen this Roulette too much, so, and that's a really cool label. Absolutely awesome. I looked through these quick before I did the video here. Just kind of get in my head what I was looking at again there. And that is so cool. Such a great label. So there goes 1, and here comes 2. And this is Songs of Kristofferson. So there we go, Kris Kristofferson. And there's the front, the spine, and the back. And no gatefold on this one. But we do got an inner sleeve. Yep, and I got it held the right way already. So there's the first part there, the first side. And then side 2 there, or B. And now it shows it's side 1 on that. And that is some thin vinyl. Holy cow. And there's side 2 on that Columbia label. But I do see there's a little difference here. Almost looks like a little peace sign, but it's not. I don't know if that's something unique to Kristofferson there, that he did that, or what. But that's not the normal Columbia. That little right above his name there. Yeah, I'm not used to seeing that on these, but let me know if you know anything on that. I'll hold it just a little closer there. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting looking at that. And this one I have definitely listened to a lot. I'm kind of surprised I've still got this just mixed in with their stuff and not my stuff. I don't know why I still organize my records that way, but we got Led Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin 4, I guess is what it's called. I know it's got all kinds of crazy names, but and I've always associated this with my dad, but I do see my mom's name is on it, so it's my mom's record. I don't know why I always thought this would be my dad's. And of course the gatefold, and I'm going to hold it the proper way and not lose the record. There we go. And yeah, I've spun this I don't know how many times when I got listening to their collection, and we do got the inner sleeve. There we go. And this one is, I found it to be somewhat unique on the pressing. I remember when I was kind of cataloging all their stuff into Discogs, I discovered this had kind of an interesting, their side 1 and side 2 there. And this is etched in there. Yeah, we got Porky. I thought this was so random. And let me know also on this, what this all means. But Porky is etched into side 1. And yeah, there we go. It looks like Pecco Duck. Yeah, Pecco Duck is etched into side 2. So let me know what that's all about. I'm assuming it's the person that does the pressings on this. And I've, all these that I cataloged in that, and, my collection too, I've never seen a kind of a unique kind of etching like that in the center there. So let me know on that, what that's all about, because I couldn't find too much on it. But I know that this was a fairly valuable record from what I saw when I put it in too, matching up everything there. That was kind of interesting with that. And up next, we don't have Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Waters. This is in there later. I don't know if you can see on here, written on there, it says Arizona. And I'm not going to show you too much on this because this isn't the record. And I'll have the correct one up there soon. But again, I think this might be a Simon and Garfunkel sleeve. So this might be the sleeve also for Bridge Over Troubled Water. But this is not the record that's in here. However, they did match it up right with there's a Columbia on this, I believe, right? It is a Columbia Records label, but this is Mark Lindsay, Arizona. And me being Beetle Dustino, I don't know if you can see track 2 on there, is Something by Mr. G. Harrison. So that would be a Beatley tune on a Beetle Dustino acquired record. And this one I don't think I've listened to, but I remember I got so confused on this. I'm like, why do Mom and Dad got 2 Bridge Over Troubled Waters? And why does it say Arizona on this? And then when I finally did get really cataloging everything and I pulled this out, because yeah, they do got Bridge Over Troubled Water coming up later. You'll see that in another episode of 10 from the Rents. But yeah, this is Mark Lindsay, Arizona. And I don't know, I haven't spun this yet. I'm really kind of surprised. I do want to hear his cover of Something, because I love Beatles covers. I love listening to Beatles covers. As a matter of fact, originally I was going to call this channel, I think briefly for about a week, I think it was called Dustino Covers of the Beatles. And I was going to maybe elaborate some on Beatles covers, but I haven't really done much on that. So, but yeah, some good looking songs on here. Several songs that I know. I think he's just kind of covered a lot of it. But so I'm kind of curious to hear what his cover of all these is. So we'll listen to this one day. Let me know if I should listen to it sooner. And up next, we got a Gordon Lightfoot and the Summer Side of Life album here. So there we go. And the spine and the back. And this is a real matte finish, real kind of, wish it wasn't so beat up and icky. But, and we do got the inner sleeve with this one. I think I'm showing it to you backwards, but we'll get it there. And I haven't listened to this one yet, but really kind of interesting. I was just in Duluth, Minnesota, looking out at the lift bridge and everything, and doing all that fun stuff you do there, watching the ships come in. And of course, he wrote the Edmund Fitzgerald song there, that about the Edmund Fitzgerald going down, which it last sailed from Duluth. And I've been right off from where it sank too, exploring the Great Lakes and that. But there we go. There's the side one on the reprise. I knew I always say it wrong. Reprise. There we go. It looks like reprise, but it is reprise. And everybody's corrected me, is reprise. There we go. I got it right. But yeah, and yeah, I'd like to listen to this. I got a feeling I'd really like his music, because I really like kind of folky, kind of stuff like that. So, and next we got another Gordon Lightfoot, and this is If You Could Read My Mind. So interesting, Mom and Dad got 2. That song about the Edmund Fitzgerald isn't on either of these though. And this one is a German pressing. And I could almost tell right away when I was looking at these, because they're usually pretty high gloss and real thin on the cardboard on these. There's just plain white inner sleeve. Kind of getting to see the record label already. And I don't know if I showed it to you the right way, but yeah, you can see that's a German, the Gemma on there, or Gemma. I don't know how you say that, but there's side 1 and side 2. So pretty cool on that. I know they definitely picked this up when they were in Germany. And this next one isn't going to be a lot to show, because really kind of surprising. This is Gloria Loring. I know nothing about her. So please let me know in this. And it's still sealed. You can see it's still in the shrink wrap. I think, yeah, there is like a hole punched there. And it's somewhat open, but not enough that I'm going to pull the record out. And I'm just going to leave it like it is. I mean, if it's sealed like this, you can see it's kind of broken here, but not all the way. And I have no idea what this is all about and why. my parents don't have many still in shrink wrap records. They especially don't have sealed ones. I don't know if this was something my dad wanted a work function and maybe just never wanted to listen to, so he just left it like this or what. But I'll have to quiz him on that when I show him this video. So let me know there, Mally. What's this all about? We call my dad Mally. So uh, let me know what this is all about. And yeah, it's interesting. Still got the price tag there. Everything, I think, at 99 cents. Wow. Special Pop Atlantic. 932-0607, Department 498.99. Don't know what any of that means, but really interesting getting to see. And at first I thought, well, I'll just crack it the rest of the way open. And I thought, nope, if it's sealed, we're going to keep it that way. Because and let me know, is it worth opening and listening to? I have no idea. I have no idea who she is. No idea past that on anything. So let me know. Something tells me it's not a very valuable record, though. And up next, oh, this one. I suppose the jacket kind of looks that way. We got Mamas and the Papas, though. And this is the Mamas and the Papas. I think that is the name of this album. I think this is probably their first one, if I remember correct. There's the front, the spine, and the back. My mom absolutely loves the Mamas and the Papas. It's got a plain white inner sleeve, quite beaten up plain white inner sleeve. Oh, there we go. The Dunhill record label. Yeah, I knew that with the Mamas and the Papas. I don't know. I'm getting that good knowing who was on what label nowadays. And it is quite dirty, isn't it? I got a feeling my mom spun this one quite a bit. She loves the Mamas and the Papas. So I'm sure this one got quite used. It seems like it plays all right, though. I remember playing this recently, and it played all right, but I definitely got to get it cleaned up. I can tell. Oh, this really feels like we're going through this one quick. But we got another Mamas and the Papas, and this one's kind of a interesting one. It's Hits of Gold, so a compilation of theirs, greatest hits compilation. And I don't know if this was something that was out in the U.S. or if this is specific to the UK on this, but it's EMI stateside. So another one that I'm sure they picked up in Germany, distributed by Dunhill Records in the USA. And really cool. Again, I could tell it wasn't a US pressing because the sleeve is so thin on it. And look at that, flip back backs on that. So EMI, known for their flip backs. Any Beatles fans should know all that. Not quite as glossy on the back here. So really kind of cool on that. And I believe the label on this one looked really cool too, if I remember correct. And so just a plain white inner sleeve. And you got the patent numbers and everything. I'm sure this is probably the correct inner sleeve for it. Yeah, this has got a really cool label. The stateside EMI label on this really cool orange and black. Looks just great. And so there's side 1 and side 2. And this one looks like maybe it didn't get played quite as much as that other one. I know this one sounds great, though, too. I've listened to this one a time or two and really enjoy it. I do like the Mamas and the Papas, too. It's unfortunate with some of the stuff that went on afterwards and everything with it, but their music was great. And just recently, my mom didn't know all that was going on with them. I played her a video on all the ins and outs and everything with the Mamas and the Papas, and she was a little shocked on that, but I don't know, even knowing that, it doesn't diminish the music to me too much, so I still enjoy it. But yeah, and this is a really cool record, I think. I'm really kind of glad they picked this up because I get to see a true flip back. I wish they would have picked up some Beatles stuff, though, while they were over there. And like I said, this feels like we went through this one really fast. So we're at number 10 here on 10 from the Rents. And this is the Living Strings play Henry Mancini. And really kind of a cool cover on that, kind of a metallic kind of foil cover. And looks kind of cool, but it is really beat up. This is seeing better days. No inner sleeve. Really cool label, though, this Camden label on this. That kind of aqua and blue. Really cool. And I just recently saw on CBS Sunday Morning did a really nice piece on Henry Mancini a week or two ago. And that was really kind of cool to get to see. I don't know if anybody else saw that too. But I don't watch that show often, but I tend to catch the music stuff on it somewhat. They really got some really great music little stories and stuff on there. A lot of Beatles stuff too. And I'll either catch it on YouTube or my dad watches it every morning. If I happen to watch, Sunday morning stuff with dad, sometimes I catch it with him. And yeah, it was. I really like that story they did on Henry Mancini, though. So I don't know. You could probably, I'll see if I can find it, and I'll link it in the description here. But yeah, that was a really kind of cool little piece that CBS Sunday Morning did on him. But this isn't Henry Mancini here. This is the Living Strings play him. So, but some great music stuff everybody knows. Even if you don't think you know it, you know it. Really great stuff. And a lot of his original stuff, I believe, was recorded at Abbey Road too. I remember from that little piece, they were talking about them being at Abbey Road. So really kind of cool with that. So little Beatles connection there with that too. So there we go. But yeah, that's the next 10 from the rents. And I know we got several more of these to go yet. I'm just kind of showing it slowly. These don't get a lot of views. So, that's why I'd probably hold out doing one so little on it. But it's fun to film. It's fun to talk about Mom and Dad's collection. It's fun to see those German and British pressings that they got. I'm always surprised when I see that. But, they lived in Germany for, 2-3 years. So it makes sense that some of their collection would have some of that stuff. So really kind of fun with that. But I am going to get wrapping up. Just want to say before I do, thanks to all my subscribers and thanks to any new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And do hit the notification bell so you know when I got my next 10 from the rents or whatever coming out. Also, please give the video a like. It really does help out the channel. And like I always say, if you have stuck around to this point, you must like it. So please give it a like and do leave a comment. I love having a discussion with everybody. Let me know your thoughts on these records. On those ones that I said I really haven't listened to, should I listen to them? Are they great? That one, should I open it up? There are a couple kind of questions on some of the label stuff. The Porky Pico Duck or whatever on the Led Zeppelin one there. Let me know if you know anything on that. Always interested to kind of find out what all that stuff means. And it's great hearing from my viewers to let me know that. So, but anyways, I am going to get totally wrapping up. I am Beatle Dustino, signing out.